Hello, it's back. It's been a long time since I post here again. I haven't had a different haircut. Apart from being in Germany, some plans changed, and I came back to the US. I had a very busy month, and it's been really a while since I made any more vlogs like this. The first week that I came here, I was offered a job and I took it, which my brother helped me get. And well, it's been months of work, and so far I'm in another place, renting another house and working, getting some money, saving it for whatever I might need it. But right now I'm thinking of taking a different path. It's good money. I definitely would need it, but it's not making me happy the way I want to. I took some days off to think about how I was approaching life in general, how I was approaching my dream in a way. And in these days, I really thought about it after losing $50, which made me realize that the only reason why I'm in the job is to get money. And that's okay because money is a tool, but I'm trading my time for money, and it's not really my dream to do that. And I don't plan on staying on this job as a career for my life because it's not what I like. It's a lot of hard work under the sun for 10 hours a day, and it's not really my thing to work physically. I like more to speak to people and change things here and there, so that's not for me. And after a lot of thinking, and well, I did some praying too, I came with the realization that I need to make a change here, and so I plan on quitting very soon. I plan on taking a different path and risking it. I'm going to risk going for my dream, which is speaking in public. So far, I know I have many dreams, and most of them speak for me, like the videos that I make about nice thoughts that I share, and other funny videos that I make. Well, I think they're funny. I have many of those things that I like doing, but speaking in public would be one that I really would enjoy, because I'd see the feedback in the people and I would talk to the people themselves, hopefully change lives for the better. And it's a big risk, because from getting a job and quitting a job just for that reason, it's almost like death, because I'm getting paid and then all of a sudden I'm not gonna get paid, and I have responsibilities. Luckily, I still have a home where I can come back, and I will try doing that. I will talk with my parents and see if I can get with not like agreement, but on the same page, that if they allow me to be able to stay there in the house and follow my crazy risky dream, then I'd help them definitely around the house and help my mother like clean and do whatever other chores, and then my father do whatever other activities he has for the house, which yes is work as well, and I don't like it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't want to be just the son that is leeching in the family. I know other people have it harder, where they don't have a family to fall back on and to follow their dreams, because they need to take extra steps since they don't have that cushion, let's say. But this is the cards that I'm dealt with. This is what I have, and this is I gotta make use of what I have the way I can. So I'm still thinking about quitting. I need to speak to my roommates here. I need to let them know what's gonna happen and just get their opinion. Not really looking for them to say yes or no. I'm just looking to get on the same page of what's gonna happen, Perhaps they can tell me something I haven't thought about and I need to rethink it. But yeah, I'm not looking for allowance just to talk about it and see where does this goes. Thinking that for the places that I could do speeches are perhaps schools about my experience traveling abroad and something I can teach them about the love of learning, which I do have a lot to say about that since I like reading a lot, and perhaps talk in church, giving some stories. For example, how losing $50 made me have time for myself and really think my job, because losing that really made me realize that I was working for money and that was the only reason I'm working. Like, the paycheck is the only thing that makes me happy. Whenever I'm there, out there, every day I want to quit, but every day I tell myself the paycheck lands on Thursday, and I can get things that I like with that paycheck, and it's gonna make it worth it. But it's a life sucking job, or like soul sucking. It's not giving me what I want, and there's a lot of criticism that I have heard about that, like what they call millennials, where they want meaning. But I'm not too much buying into that story. I'm more buying into the story that I keep listening, and so many of the people that are already successful in a way keep saying that just follow your passion and then you'll find the treasure. The Bible says where you find your heart, you'll find the treasure, or it says where you find your treasure, you find your heart. Either way. And a lot of the other people that have also been successful despite the Bible, they say similar things. Find what you love doing, do it, and then get recognized for it, and the rest will come. It's very risky for me to start taking this approach for the reasons that I already stated. But I think I have no choice but to do this. A 40-hour-a-week job is not my thing. That is not. I like working, and I like working on things I like working on, and I could work all week on something I like doing. But most of the time, I think that a 40 hours job where somebody is my boss is not gonna be something I like doing. It's a very small chance that I would get a job like that. If I would, then I'd do it. But there's this phrase that says that go where there's no path and lead it. Because it seems the job I want to do does not exist. I just want to speak to people. I want to tell them the things I have learned. I think I have opinions that I'm pretty sure most people would agree, and I have thought about it, but they have not voiced it. And I just get very frustrated why no one has said it. Perhaps I'm not looking in the right spot, but I'm getting frustrated, and I feel like I'm gonna have to be the one to say it. It's a bit of a frustration that motivates me. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure what I have to say is not really what is the norm, or what some people would say politically correct. I'm not so sure about that. I don't know about that. But I definitely will get some opposition probably, and those two words don't fit. Definitely and probably. But I gotta give it a try and see where it leads me, because I do feel like I want to speak, and even if my thoughts are welcomed or not, I gotta give it a try. And there has to be someone out there that will listen, somebody out there that believes the same and just had to hear it from someone else just like me to get some motivation to get on with their lives and start following a different path. I wanted to talk about the reason I'm doing this this blog, I guess, because somebody said, I remember where, somewhere in YouTube, a person said, imagine if we had the early days recorded from, oh, it's gonna fall, recorded from Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos. Like, what if we had footage of them doing Facebook in the garage, or Amazon in a little office with no chairs. What if we had footage of that when they were beginning? I don't know. I think it would be like very good knowledge to have that, and so that's why I'm doing this blog, because not that I'm putting myself to be the same as them, just that I feel like I have this big craving for being bigger than what I am now, and with this big craving, I just can't handle being less than that thought that I have. And also to push me, because if I have a blog that says that I'm gonna be successful, it's gonna be really motivating me to not quit. That's one of the tricks as well. You gotta put yourself accountable of your words or your thoughts of your goals. That's the right word. So I like doing this. Perhaps one day I become, and then I look at these videos, and others do as well, and get something out of it. I just want to give it a try. It doesn't hurt at all, because it shouldn't hurt, really. And then I wanted to talk about some of my favorite figures, inspirational figures. Some people that I would have liked to meet. Most of them I know are not here anymore, and some I don't know. But some people that really inspire me is Errol Nightingale. If you look his YouTube videos, he was from long time ago, and he has some of his work leaked into YouTube, but it's pretty good. This one has always, there's this video called The Greatest Secret in the World, and it's always been there with me since I was in high school or junior high. I was always listening to it, and I always believed it. And then Zig Ziglar, I just enjoy so much the energy that he has, the bluntness he has sometimes with a bit of comedy. Les Brown is very charismatic. He also talks a lot about positivism and how hard his life was and how he managed to even move forward despite it. And then I like a lot George Carlin, how he's a comedian that at his time, whatever he was speaking of, it was not accepted, but still he had an audience, and he always said what was in his mind. He was facing the same things that we face today in the media when they talk about political correctness. If you look at his YouTube comedies that are there, George talks a lot about how there's certain words he couldn't say. He calls them the 7 words that you cannot say, and then he mentions all of them, and he gives them, he explains why you cannot say them, but then why it's silly, how there's more words describing them than there are actually insults. And that's true, and it's still true today, and I think it will always keep on being true. So that's what's going on in my life so far, and this is the first take of this video. I don't know if I'm gonna edit it, but I just wanted to make one take to try to be as truthful as I can and see where it goes. Thank you.